This girl died of illness before she could marry. Anyone willing to watch over her body for one night would inherit $10 billion. But unexpectedly, all who tried were scared unconscious. Annie was a pitiful ghost. In this place, women who die unmarried cannot reincarnate and become ghosts instead. So when Annie was on her deathbed, she wrote to her fiancé Jack to come marry her. Jack received the news and rushed to Annie's side, but disappeared along the way. Annie waited endlessly for Jack and died with regret and reluctance. The butler preserved Annie's body in the house, then posted notices searching for Jack to conduct a posthumous marriage with Annie. The reward was a $10 billion inheritance. However, 9 men suddenly appeared, all claiming to be Jack. The butler had never met Jack and couldn't determine who was genuine. He proposed that whoever could keep vigil over Annie's body alone for one night must surely be Jack, because any imposter would be frightened away by Annie. Initially, none of the 9 believed in ghosts. The first man took his turn. When closing the door, his clothes got caught. Nervous, he thought a ghost had grabbed his clothing. He immediately fainted and was carried out. Then the second man cautiously approached Annie, praying for divine protection. He slowly lifted Annie's shroud, but when he saw Annie's face, unsavory thoughts immediately crossed his mind. Suddenly, Annie slowly opened her eyes and even smiled. The man was scared unconscious on the spot. The others became terrified that ghosts were real. 6 of them ran away immediately, leaving only one scoundrel, who absolutely didn't believe in ghosts. He even ate Annie's funeral offerings, then approached the bed to admire Annie's beauty. But just then, Annie slowly raised her hands and placed them on his neck. The scoundrel felt an instant chill down his spine and fainted dead away. None of the 9 men was Jack. The butler was deeply disappointed. Unable to bear leaving Annie alone, she took poison, becoming a ghost to accompany Annie. The gods, touched by her loyalty, specially sent both of them to Jack's side. It turned out Jack had been attacked by bandits on his journey, severely injured. He was rescued by Charlie and brought home to recover. When Jack saw Annie and the butler, he stepped back in fear. Having heard Annie was already dead, the butler quickly lied that she had found medicine. That saved Annie from her critical condition, but fearing bad people coveting their fortune had spread rumors of Annie's death. The butler suggested Jack and Annie marry immediately that night to fulfill Annie's wish to be married, and so, the two naturally held their wedding ceremony. However, Charlie happened to witness everything. From his perspective, Jack was facing an empty space, performing a wedding ceremony all by himself. Just as Annie and Jack were preparing for bed, Charlie hurried to stop them, but the butler discovered Charlie, quickly transforming into a terrifying ghost. Charlie screamed in horror and fainted, but the wedding ceremony had been disrupted. The butler, worried their identities would be exposed, hastily left with Annie, saying they would sleep together the next night. What the butler never anticipated was that after Charlie awoke, he actually found a Taoist priest to capture Annie and the butler.